Hey everyone, what's going on? Greg here again from Team Blast. So this is a video about better search results on Bing for your business. You get more traffic, and Bing, by the way, powers Bing, AOL, Yahoo, DuckDuckGo, Ecosia, and plenty of other search partners as well. So if you do well in Bing, it will translate to those other partners, and also can probably even go into Google as well. So I'm going to demo off one keyword that's been really well for me, and then go over the steps that I take to rank better on Bing. The keyword here is NYC local SEO. Again, this is all sample data. I'm going to go into an new in private window, search exactly for the NYC local SEO. And then you can see there's two ads at the very top. These are Microsoft advertising. But then I have the Copilot search for TM Blast that's featured right over here. And I also have the link down here at the very bottom. So I can definitely tell that Copilot, obviously powered by Bing, is recommending TM Blast, which is great. Again, that's going to be across the board. So Yahoo, AOL, DuckDuckGo, Ecosia, Bing, this is really where the more impressions are taking place simply from ranking right here. Okay, so this is what I do for any new client, or even for my existing clients, but really for my new clients. I'm going to go into your Site Explorer tool, and I want to look at your index URL. So you have to be indexed first by Bing to get obviously potential rankings and therefore traffic from the report. So you can actually filter by any of these issues over here. You'll actually be really surprised when you go into this. There might be some pages that are no index or redirect or canonical issues or guideline issues. I've helped plenty of websites actually recover from Bing indexing issues. And this is actually one of the first places I always look at. So look at the Site Explorer tool. From my perspective, Bing cares more about the technical parts of your website than Google. So if you have redirect chains or URLs with guideline issues, you want to filter right to them and figure out exactly what's going on. All right, next what I do is I go right into my XML sitemap, and then I submit the sitemap directly into Bing. Just like Google, I find that Bing's indexing is a lot faster than Google. So what I like to do is submit my sitemap, and you can see it was submitted on June 5th, 2025. The last crawled on 5/31. I can always click on resubmit if I added more pages to my website to kind of speed this up. All right, next, what I like to do too is let's go to configuration over here, crawl control. So basically any account that I onboard, I'll look at how much Bing is crawling the website, and I use tools like Screaming Frog Log File Analyzer, or even SEMrush has something that can measure your log files. But from my perspective, though, I just do all fast crawl all day, because I'm forcing Bing to really crawl my website to get to my new content as fast as possible so I can get more traffic from it. So unless you're really concerned from a bandwidth perspective, I recommend just putting it full blast, have as much crawling as possible from within Bing, so you get as much crawling and everything else like that. Next, let's go to, so this is actually kind of important, go to your security and privacy. Click on copyright removal notices. I've actually seen this. I've gone into Bing Webmaster Tools accounts for my clients or even potential clients. And there's actually been, I've come across this actually for a Bing indexing project, and I noticed there's a few copyright messages that were there, and I believe that the copyright message that was there is also hindering future performance on Bing. So always make sure you're going into Bing Webmaster Tools and looking at everything. All right, so now that we've talked about Bing Webmaster Tools from a very basic standpoint, this is what I do next. So within SEMrush, I have Google tracking. I have a total of 29 keywords that I'm looking at more on a regular basis. I already deleted this just for the sake of this video, but what you want to do is actually add this to Bing. So click on plus add new target, and then you want to go to this 3 dots, click on Bing. Bing is mainly on desktop, so I'm going to switch it from mobile to desktop. United States is obviously where I'm from. Keyword source, I'm going to take it directly from this, which is Google. And now I also you can copy your competitors as well. Let's just hit start tracking. So this is going to go through. It's going to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to now go to my website just to get this while this is loading. Okay. So anyway, now I'm on my website, and here's a couple of things that I always recommend is you want to make sure that the hierarchy of your website is accessible for Bing. So always start off with robots.txt. So go to .com/robots.txt file. You You want to make sure there's no issues where Bing is being blocked within the agents. I've seen this before. Even actually blocking sometimes ChatGPT, I've noticed, is maybe causes some issues with Bing. So you may want to allow that. All right, let's get rid of this. Next, let's get through over here. What I believe really helps within Bing is having a clear linking strategy on your website. So on my homepage, I kind of nest out all the pages that are most important to help Bing really crawl through to find everything. I'm going to take one example of this NYC local page, because this one is actually kind of ranking. This is some really basic SEO stuff, but to start, the title tag is a ranking factor. So I have NY, local SEO, and local SEO New York. Let me go to my New York City page, actually, more specifically. So I have the title tag over here says NYC local SEO. And it said New York City local SEO service, local map SEO service. From my perspective, I think gone are the days where you have to worry about title tags being more than 70 characters. I think Bing, I've noticed, has really been more lenient when it comes to a longer title tag, because there's more information for their crawler to understand. So from my perspective, I actually have some of my title tags now more than 70 characters. Next is your H1 tag over here. So this is a ranking factor within Bing, obviously just like Google. Next, what I find that really helps with Bing is that I have video schema markup directly on my page. So instead of just having an iframe from a YouTube video, I'm actually giving the schema markup directly to Bing. It's micro data for them to be able to crawl to understand that this is a New York City local SEO case study. It helps more than simply just an iframe coverage. Let's keep going down. I also talk specifically about Bing on my local SEO page that has been helping. And then finally, I'm actually going to go to maybe this image over here. I'm not sure. Hit inspect. And the image here is, let me find it. Bing local map results, NYC. You want to get as descriptive as you can within the file save, but also the alt tag as well. So don't simply just take an image from ChatGPT or something else like that and just upload it. Resave the image with the file name that matches what the keyword is, and also make that the alt tag. That's going to help also with Bing. But that's really it, just in a high level view. As I said, I like to start off directly in Bing Webmaster Tools. I like to look at my search terms report. Then I'll kind of make sure there's no errors within my site index report. Make sure there's no copyright issues or anything else like that. Then I'll go into SEMrush, and then I'll add the keywords directly from Google into Bing. It takes a few minutes for that to go, depending on how many keywords you have. Actually, I'll go right to it just to see. So it's actually almost done. But this is how it looks within SEMrush. I'm tracking specifically Bing now, the 29 keywords that I imported from Google. You can see the keywords that are ranking: Apple Map optimization, hourly SEO. Again, there's no search volume here. But if I click into the view SERP, you'll see exactly, I'll look at the local SEO NYC page because that's the one that's been ranking. Again, this is a cached version today. And TM Blast is going to be featured right down, where are we? Hold on, let me search for it. TM Blast, here it is. So I'm featured right here in this little map, in this knowledge panel. Let me go and see where else am I featured. And I'm also featured on the directly below the Copilot search within the web pages. So results always kind of vary, which is why you could do incognito search, but also track them directly into Bing. I find this actually really helpful because you can see the gaps and you can see, okay, this is where we rank for Bing. Maybe I want to take a second look at some of these pages: title tags, H1 tags, H2 tags, alt tags, video schema markup, microdata markup, regular markup, whatever we can do to help maybe influence Bing's ranking a little bit. But anyway, I just want to, kind of show this. This is what I do for my clients, especially the ones that care about Bing. It's important to track this as well. So anyway, thanks for watching this video and stay tuned for the next one.